So, thanks for doing this. What I want to talk about is the time you've been at school, college, and how you've got on with your friends in relation to the things you believe. Well, tell me about your friends to start with. Do you have many friends, in general, have your friends believed in God and the Bible or not?
No, not most of my friends. I've got a few friends that are Christian, like a couple of them, but my closest group don't really, I don't think they even go to church on that Christmas or anything, so.
Okay. And how did you get on with them? I mean, did you find yourself talking about things that you believe?
Yeah, a little bit. I've been friends with them for a long time, so they more kind of just know now and ask me less. But yeah, I would say, and like especially with my Christian friends, then we will often have like discussions with each other, not to disagree, but just to like just nice conversations with each other about it, and like also how that's affecting us in terms of our other friends as well.
Okay, so your other friends, the ones who weren't Christians, did you talk to them? I mean, how did they respond when they discovered that you did believe in God and the Bible?
Fine, like that's cool. I would just say like I don't think that they would. Obviously, they don't believe in the Bible, and I think they're just not interested at all. But that hasn't affected how they've treated me. Like they haven't treated me in a worse way or stopped being friends with me or anything.
That's not always true, is it? I mean, it does happen sometimes that kids at school get called things like Bible basher and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Is it just that you happen to have nice friends, or what?
Yeah, I think that if you are happy in what you're doing and you know you're enjoying yourself, and when you put it across, like instead of being like, oh no, I can't go to this, I'm going to CYC, saying, oh no, sorry, I'm going to CYC this Friday, like with my friends, if you know what I mean, then they're more like, oh that's cool. And a lot of people will also say to be like, they'll be like, oh Esther, it's so cool, you've got like two completely different groups of friends, like you see so much more than us, like they'll comment on stuff like that rather than being like, oh, you're not doing this with us. They'll be like, oh, that's really cool.
So do you think that was because when you talked about what you believed, you were positive about it?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say like I've always been really confident in talking about it, but in times where I have, then I've always been positive, and that's always had a good reaction. Like, and I also think as you get older, it gets easier. Because in like, I don't know, in year 11 and just being in sixth form, then people, you kind of see the more like diversity there is, and people are more open about like their Christianity and stuff. So
yeah, I guess they've become more mature as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right that it tends to get easier as you get older. What about things you did? You know, what about weekends? Were there times, for instance, when your friends said, we're doing so-and-so this weekend, and you would say, can't go to a youth weekend, or something like that?
Yeah. I don't want to say about it. Like, yeah, I just say, I'm going to a youth weekend, I'm doing this, it's with a group of Christadelphians, and we'll be doing this, but in a positive way. And I think that people won't look at that badly. More as like that you're going around to different places in the country. Like, even if they're not interested in the religious aspect, it's not like it's a group of weird people doing something weird. It's also I introduced quite a lot of my school friends, like my closest school friends, to a lot of my closest Christadelphian friends. I think that kind of makes it easier as well, because they like now would talk to each other anyway, and that's nice because they can see that like they aren't normal and probably would be friends if they went to the same school anyway. Yeah.
So suppose somebody was in year 7, say, just starting at secondary school. Well, have you got any advice that you'd give them about how how to make your faith a positive thing between you and your friends rather than a negative one.
Yeah, I would say like to be open, and it can be like you can find it difficult, but if you're open and you're confident, then it doesn't be a problem. And then also it kind of just is known, like people will just know like I'm a Christian, and so then it becomes more easy in the fact that I won't have to tell everyone.
Yeah.
They just know, and people I don't really know will know that about me just from like my friends knowing, and then so that makes it easier.
So thanks. That's really helpful. Thank you.